Hello, this is Beach Gallery in Hoy, which is one of the Orkney Islands, and today I was just looking at some of the work that we've got in the gallery by Adele Pound, who's the guest artist. She's got an exhibition here called Shoreline Birds, and I was particularly looking at this gorgeous little card. I really think it's so cute. It's a Redshank. And she's a very talented artist. She's actually a bird watcher and she really likes observing birds in the field, and she goes off on RSPB residencies and things to study them. So that means she has to capture the essential information for a drawing really quickly because they scurry about a bit, and she's probably sitting out in the rain. So she captures things, really just the directions of things, so the angles of beaks and the angles of the neck, you know, the shapes and the shapes of the feet, very quickly in very sketchy lines, and then she works it up in the studio. So you can see that part of that sketchiness is translated into this finished piece, which is a card which is on sale in the gallery. And you can see the sketchy lines around the outside have been followed through, and that kind of, well, I think it adds to the movement of the bird. You can almost feel it's just running past, isn't it? And it's good also because when you're a beginner, you know, you get here with a pencil and you're trying to get it just right, and you think a continuous line is what's required, but these are actually straight lines, aren't they? You know. So it's just much more successful and it's alive. And also I think she's probably done with it pencil perhaps, but notice the difference in the palest parts and the darkest parts. And these palest parts almost look as if they've been penciled in and then rubbed out perhaps, or smudged, so they're very nice and soft. And then she's got some dark shading here for the darkest areas, which is pretty solid, but that looks like it's cross-hatched. There's some straight lines there. And then curved lines for the very quick, rapid. You can almost see her doing them really quick to suggest the wings. The feathers, nothing's been, you know, exactly drawn in, which is great. It leaves a lot to your imagination, which is much more exciting. Then she's got little straight lines to indicate some of the plumage, and much more dense marks here to indicate the plumage too. Got another dark area over here, and the eye is a particular shape. I always think if you're drawing things, if you don't get the eye right, you're really disappointed. The rest of it can be great, but if you've got an eye which doesn't look like an eye, it's just so disappointing. And I also love these feet, because presumably they're slightly stylised feet, but they're just so full of character, aren't they? And the bright orange is the way that she says you identify the Redshank really easily. And also she's cropped the image quite closely here, which kind of makes me think it's going to rush out of the frame at any minute. So it's definitely an action shot, and I think it's great. So that's the end of today's art chat.